Ding, ding, ding. Hey there, everyone. Cat, Equus. I'm just getting things loaded up here. My bad. I know right now parts of North America are facing a 1,600 mile big snowstorm. So hope everybody's staying relatively safe. It's just starting here. And we're getting back to Disco Elysium. See if we're able to hear anything. There we go. Of course, as soon as I get in there, Discord has to start giving me garbage. Excuse me while I go kill that. There we go. No more ba-whoops. No more. Oh, yeah, probably because the mic's actually down low. Okay, let's see how we're sounding now. That should be pretty good. Back at the bookstore, because we got fast travel.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path to the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North.
Do you get what's up in the background now? I'm so unclear that I don't even know what you're talking about.
Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently
Like,
standing.
which background?
Although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Just realized behind this bookcase is either a window or a door. Oh, the title screen. I haven't really looked at it other than
This bookstore is not
the
strictly
helicopter.
about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranet. Amidst the various books, you find these three things are very important to the working class mind.
Wholeness, unity, and balance. Sounds like self-help books.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. Various paranatural books.
Coming up on 6:30 now.
Can I help you?
Trying to find a new bird for the whirling and give him the ruffled grouse.
What is this thing?
I want to apologize for breaking the great school by bringing in this ruffled grouse.
Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Excuse me while I'm eating a little bit of dinner here.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Well, a little bit of chicken pot pie from it's a manufactured one. It's not a pie made by like a restaurant or even made by like a hot bar. Oh, the base was going up there. Let's look.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window.
It's not time yet. Yep. It's not time yet. Now, there's something very welcoming to me to a chicken pot pie. In a lot of ways, it's kind of boring. Where's my journal? Okay, now. Hey. I could go to the church, but I'd rather go there. I'd rather go there manually. What is this? It's really good, though. I mean, for a boring pot pie. Your mileage may vary. Thanks for joining the stream there, Hippie. I imagine that... Actually, I don't know. I don't know where everyone is from if they're experiencing the storm too. Hey, people.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man sticks next to his son, pointing at the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles. Blonde, no E, because he's a man.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Khan Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Hypertext. It's a very interesting game there, Mr. 5995. It's a role-playing game of some sort. And these are your role-playing stats: intellect, psyche, physique, motorics. And these are your skills. And these skills also serve as party members, so to speak, who provide you insight and commentary on what you're doing. In the story, the writing is as deft and as gorgeous as you could ever possibly imagine.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh, yes. So, Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Vector monitors. Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext, young carp, and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hands on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book. Worm. Sorry.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
Worms as in dragons.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
That's police stuff, a spirit core.
Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes to shield himself from the freezing snow. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
He smiles brightly, laugh lines are on his eyes.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea Kalpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
Ferrotape is basically metal tape like we used to use in cassette players. Or we still use, because for some reason, as I predicted about a dozen years back, cassette tapes have made a comeback for music, and only for certain types of music. Especially metal and the more hardcore and punk types of electronic music. Are you gonna behave, camera? Nope. He adjusts his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
Well, that's usually pretty easy to manage there, hippie.
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
He pauses for effect. A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN, and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he's produced. ICN, like IBM, Reem, I'm not sure what those would be.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Boy wipes his nose on his sleeve. Big ol' red nose.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing at the other building, and then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying the Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon, as picturing gondolas rising into the sky.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
Yeah, cybernetics using the older definition of the interface between man and machine, as in producing computers that people could actually use, rather than the more modern definition of man and machine in a more direct method. What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He smiles again as he's somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events.
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
He means they all got shot in the head because they're bourgeois. You know what the bourgeoisie is? Tape computers,
tape
right?
computers.
He nods, wind tussling his jacket. I'm gonna come off the gas just a little bit. What did the revolutionary do with these advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
Le Décret de Mars. What was that? He says while his son looks up, idly chewing on the corner of his Verm-themed coloring book.
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
He looks at his son, who starts giggling, his face hidden behind the book.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How did these tape computers work? Were they like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Raises his finger as if remembering something.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team. Trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? What the hell is a Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, Paul Ackerman, Keith and the Guy Juice. What are you talking about?
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
He clears his throat.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Nod. Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, the Feld playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience, but those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
He takes a step back. The boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. I want to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
Great. Thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Take a look at this thing.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
What is this text appearing on right now? Oh, it's appearing on a polarized plastic film on top of a liquid crystal substrate powered by electricity and a backlight. Is that what you're looking for? Oh, you're right. Playback. Feld playback. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Film emulsion. So it's like I thought it was a photo film. But you're right. It's Feld playback. Feld playback. Yeah, I see it right there.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow's just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Tomorrow's just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Oh, okay. I can't just mess with him. He raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Turn away. Another power box. Charges nothing. No, it's empty. Oh, I'll take Nosafed. Oh, yeah. Are you gonna let me touch that? Push me. Fence blocks the path. Okay. And then just touch me. So I can get my satisfaction. Bars cover these long, dusty windows. Okay, it's not going to show me what's going on behind that. Oh yeah, new thought. Let's go take a look at it, what it could be. Go to my brain cage. It is Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center. It's Wednesday evening. Something heinously exciting underway. People are gathered beneath the building a roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins Guy and Keith Juiced are the stars of the show with their bomber jackets and white sneakers. head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wumpty Dumpty Die Dumbest event of the year. And all the coolest kids have RSVP'd. Where are you? If you're not there. Probably should get rid of this or get this sometime, but I'll do that one later. Because I don't use drugs anymore. Because all they've done is ruin my life. Hey, what's this?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
I think this might be the jacket idiot Doom Spiral guy wanted me to find.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
It looks at the stinking rag and sniffs. Filthy jacket. Well, considering the guy was evidently shitting himself all the time, well... Almost worked hard to smash the plastic dome. But...
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
I'm good for now. Yeah, different one. Dead phone, smash receiver. Looks like someone hung up too hard. Sure it wasn't me? I've left this a long trail of ruined shit everywhere I go. Which is fine. Oh. That's Nolan of being Saint, unsuccessful models. Take a look at it. Interact. The filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and normally stiff from God knows what natural processes. Can't even tell what brand it is. Interact.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Don't think about
Good
it.
choice. The less you think about the jacket, the better.
Put the filthy jacket away. No, I'm not. I've made those mistakes before. I've dealt with enough gross things. Considering Homeboy was like constantly pooping himself, I'm sure it's a poop. Oh. Feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Reads Saint Brun, 1147. Saint Brown. Dusty pews in the window. Many seem missing. Now, I'm gonna go run this back to the idiot. Mr. Doom Spiral, as it were. Maybe I can get the washer lady to take care of it. That would make me happy.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Is Lily your sister? Hey, Vanna, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Is that it? You're being laconic about it.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
Hi, kids. Take care. Kids are stupid, but I'm not going to say that out loud.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Continue,
I
yes.
could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh. Yeah, we'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Goodbye, I'm off. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. What's this one? Wow. Pain threshold. Half light. Always hot. Element proof. Sweat like a pig. Windbreaker looks like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing. 100% synthetic is probably displayed in the chest. That's absolutely no air through. Warning. Item is not actually fireproof. I don't really need the logic. Otherwise, I'd think about putting it on. Okay, where are you, Mr. Doom Spiral? Thank you so much for joining us, Vanna. Ah, wrong way.
Tequila Sunset.
He nods in appreciation. Okay, here's your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, it's pretty filthy, though. I got it cleaned for you.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago from the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional.
He scoffs.
Found. That's medium concept stuff.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
I went to a lot of trouble to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
He's seeing you. There we go. Find your heraldic bird. What? A working class woman says you're a bit of a cockatoo. What if that's true? Go read the cockatoos at the bookstore. Maybe you'll discover something new. What? The jam mystery. Someone's using Terminal B. Find out who the later driver is and where's her lorry. Yeah, I haven't found that one out yet. I still haven't got this one yet. And if you expected it, it would have explained to you. You realized you weren't actually holding the jacket, but a shell of the filth that armored it. Hey. Okay, who made the call? Still haven't found that. Still haven't got this secret passage. Haven't found the cryptozoologist. I'm not opening the door for him. Can't do the art to the wall yet. Ask around for the tattoos. Split a kilo of Kuno. No. Find alarm pieces, yeah. Prove your authority. I can't do that. All right. Hey, look at that. Legendary, perception, legendary, heroic, mirror, impossible, pile of clothes. Huh, that's down by the waterfront. That's near this. Okay, look at that pile of clothes. I might be able to do it with, I might be able to figure out her. Talk to Lena. There we go. Ada Zurich. Trash container. Legendary. Warded door. Where's the warded door? Godly. Legendary. Measure head. Map wall. Okay. Oh, back to it. Sorry. Journal. Map. I want to travel. Let me travel. Too late to travel? Those on white are able to be retried. Can I use the keyboard, please? Ah, these ones, okay. Yeah, so I can't do these yet. Okay. Why can't I navigate? I guess I'm just too close. Thank you there, once again, Mr. Stenchman. Mr. Stench Horse. What a mess. Probably my proudest mess. Just outside the whirling. Okay. That's fine. I can hustle back. One thing I'm good at is clicking. Can't really go through there. That's fine. So what did they do with the sign? They just pull it up? Okay, let's go find that filthy pile of clothing. Go between the thighs of a page 3 girl. The origin of disco. All right. Can I sell some stuff? Let's see what I have here. See, I don't know if I need that. What do red items mean? It just mean money?
Keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
I want to buy those itchy pants. No, I don't. Those are drug pants. Oh, those are I'm crazy pants. Ugh. I do not want that.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, the drug-taking gloves, shades of self-destruction, and the googly eyes sports visor. Oh my god.
Sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
Can't. Okay.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, but that's some good stuff. Okay, let's see how ridiculous I look. Wearing RCO Commander's jacket. Oh, wow. There we go. Ha! Okay, what was I wearing previously? I was wearing this hat, which is a logic hat for a perception hat. I'll take that. Yeah, what about an idiot sandwich? Sorry, a spectacular sandwich. The music of this game is also fantastic. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to go read a book on what kind of bird I am. Excuse why I click and everything.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular...
Wow, more Heimdall.
Mountains of it. Heroic quantities of Heimdall. Roy's puny shirt is nothing compared to the real deal. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the...
I do not want the book on. Hey, what's that? Those is glowing.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems. You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
I want to buy the garden of cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Okay, here we go. A book on the different cockatoo species and their behavioral problems. Perhaps it offers some insight into your own often problematic actions. Spectacular, majestic cockatoo eyes you from the cover.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminole Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Is my cord short? There we go. Alright, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I can handle that. It'd be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Alright, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Alright, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Ouch. That must hurt. Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie.
Read about the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature.
Bumptious.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
I just randomly clicked on something. Thank you. A fuck up and a cockatoo. I'll take the 10 experience. Getting closer to a level. Now, just randomly clicked because I was trying to move the menu. It happens. Now, where is that? Oh, the jammed door's downstairs. Oh, it's coming up at 8 o'clock. Excuse me. In game. So I might as well go sprinting around. Oh. Gotta go put things in my hands. Tools. I know if I could just get a little bit further, I can find out about the pail. I want to know about the pail. That's what I want to know about. Mysterious SCP type craziness. Okay, he's chilling in the bin. See if I can open this up because it's been some hours now.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Try to crack open the lid.
Slip your fingers under the throat. No, this is good. If you want to try again,
Equip the pry bar by...
No, I can't do it. I'll give it a try. I'll take the gloves off. Get the bag off. Put the pry bar in my hand.
This orange machine is dead still.
Yeah, negative 20.
A hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it.
Do I have something else I could possibly use? No, I do not have a super duper cranker. Anyways, off we go. I'd like to get to the roof here, but that might be the secret passage. I see someone up there smoking. Anyways, let's go bother those two cops. No one's gonna let me sing, are they? Ah. Feels right. You belong here. Can't do it with class, don't do it at all. Let's talk to her real quick.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
I have to put some points of suggestion to be able to open that up. Okay. That's all for now, ma'am.
Yes? What is it?
I guess I missed this. Look, something's really bugging me. Are we from the same? Are we not from the same police station?
Damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
I have a blue uniform then, and mine is black. What does that mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
What was with that, sir?
Uh-huh. Call me sir, why?
Well, I guess I,
Cut the shit. Every second you stand here running your mouth, the case grows colder.
Are you with him? Point to the man.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Seems like an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
He paused.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Exchange. Okay.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
There's no time. Okay, I'm doing this investigation. Man is hanged.
Do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can
Why
see
are you
that.
telling
I
you
don't
this?
know.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's...
Okay. That was worth it. Not at all. I forget what Joyce wants me to do. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go stop by Joyce again, because it's fun to see on Twitter all the various fans of the different characters.
This coin-operated viewer is facing...
Okay.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest.
Poor little viewer. I've already patted it. Alright, let's go back to Joyce. See if I can talk with her real quick. Breeze carries more than salt. Meat. Not rotten. Not fresh. Grilled. Let's have a nice little talk again.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge, by the way.
I love you did.
He inspects a piece of blue plastic, her eyes scanning from left to right.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
See what drips from the badge in your hand. It smells of fish.
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
Fair, I guess. Probe will be done soon.
I am glad to hear that. Because let me tell you, we are in dire waters. The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile?
That's all for now. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm doing over at the trucks. There's one truck that's empty. Well, I'm gonna go bother the boys. Maybe I can sucker them into telling me something.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. He never does. Oh, someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
Tall man crosses his arms on his chest.
That's just contactis, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
This isn't local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
He is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
Imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
When does it say they said two people of aerial in one mask?
Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you.
Witness.
We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
What was the first thing in your mind?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Actually, nothing.
Great witness.
Must be really parched. You take a giant gulp of beer.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right, Boots sitting on a cross. He spent his and then standard, the emblem on his vest in the far corner. Standard working boot on his neck. Let's call this one the musician.
Plectrum. Guitar thing. Position,
Size 41. In the middle, awful smell. His feet stink from all the way over there.
Wow.
Despite having boots on. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene.
The missing asshole.
You've stood.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
He's a morale bonus there. That's it? That's all you got?
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
No, we're not playing with
You're
that.
probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Oh, great. I had to make a choice here. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell. You're not helping.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
Haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people kids.
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
That's a lie. There is no race rally.
There is. Callie said they're bulk purchasing confetti. Ribbons, too. And
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It'll make you look awful.
And I failed that roll, so let's take off now. Yeah. I did not have the authority for that. It's fine. Got some information out of him, though. But didn't open any new options. We said he got imbecile. Yeah, well. Her. I want to talk to her. Okay, let's try to open this again.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. There's nothing more of interest in this. Not much to see. You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in. No, searching for. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages. You see, you've done this before. A box falls. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Why can't I talk to Gart about goddamn who put the clothes there? I'm just gonna go and exhaust all my conversation things with him again.
Hey, was there something you needed?
What? It's another thing.
Another thing. Great. I love
Something else I want to
yes.
look. Goodbye. I'm not paying for a room. I've wasted all my money. I mean, obviously they came here. Yeah, I do have a place to stay. That's what I know I'm not going to pay. And I don't have enough money to buy some alcohol. So, it's 8:30. I might as well take the stand in front of this place. Open up my journal. Go to the map. Travel to the church. Let's do some late night church fun. This has gotta be the good stuff. Hey, change. Use the change. Altar shrouded in dark. Or something like that. It's too dark to tell. But I can alleviate that. Or not. Let's go inside.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Right out the doors to see if they open.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Expect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Back up and look at the door.
The doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock.
Inspect the carpentry. Run your hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine would fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries ago.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where the primer comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Is that with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency, somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Take a look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting. Somehow,
look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
You see this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies,
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Well, what is suggestive of junior delinquency
I
here?
haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree they're very modern, but does a cheery guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Please stick it in your ledger after the last entry, where it belongs. Yes, that's where it belongs.
Today was a gold star day.
Let's go take a look around. I don't want to pry the thing off yet. Music swells for a second. Man, the music's so good. The whole game is just so good. No wonder it won so many awards. Hey, what's this? Under a frozen bin is some money. Money. The rest of gears use to turn the whole machine. Building before you've housed the engine. It must have been a big one. Why is she talking to him? I got the big one. Chain trails off the engine to God knows where. Barrel was recently discarded. Still smells of fuel oil.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
What is this thing anyways?
A handle.
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
It's a service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere. Or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Walk away. Okay, that's an interfacing check, so let's see what I can put on that will give us interfacing. Do I got my interfacing gloves? Yes, I do. I just love how I'm all this drug-taking stuff, electrochemistry. Conceptualization. Yeah, I guess having the genes makes you move slower, I guess. Logic. I've done the best I can. It's like a 3% check. I'm gonna go wander around, take a look at some other things real quick. We're coming up on 9 o'clock. White polo shirt. +1 rhetoric. -1 empathy. Yep. Nothing like being a polo shirt bro to lose your connection with humanity. Because there is no humanity. There's only the bro. Bro, 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 bro. Cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Brand Titamori. That's a fun one. Somebody made a campfire here a long time ago. Lighthouse, that's what it is. Rusted control box for the radio relay tower. I thought it was cars going by. Ladder is too rusty to climb. Sea air is eating away at it. The relay tower coordinates the boat traffic in the bay. Barely. Hey, new tie. Wow, -2 physical instrument, +1 shivers. And tiny inlets there, off in the far distance where the post trail towards. Oh. Think about the north. Titamortree seems important somehow. It did end. Oh yeah, I gotta call Alice back. At least I'm taking care of things slowly. Music very much reminds me of the sort of stuff I used to hear on Hearts of Space. big fan of Hearts of Space. But then again, I do not have a typical, I am not neurotypical. Makeshift roof. Reagans are trying to make the boardwalk habitable. The tarp will neither keep out neither rain, snow, or wind. Huh. Quote on 20. At least I'm nickel and diming my way back up. Coin-operated washing machine hasn't been used in a decade. Mega Beano's prescription lenses, +2 encyclopedia. Vagans have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. No. Music is slowed down tracks from the band British Sea Power. Slowed down? Like just slowed down or pitched down too? Sound like it just slowed down. Big wine canister. It's open and empty. Hey! I wonder if I can grab that. I just put on my gloves. My bin gloves out. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Careful here. The floorboards look rotten and weak.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on. That is awful. Cover your nose.
It doesn't help. You can still smell it.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. The signs of decaying meat. It announces itself from 24 meters away. A warning.
Heads up, Lieutenant.
Mori.
Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose. There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper.
Kebab wrapper. Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering at the smell. Pick up the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Examine the kebab
You see
wrapper.
traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Here we go.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines the face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer.
I couldn't get over here then.
Investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the man's
A
head.
dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
He looks at the other 2 bottles in the corner of a reviewer, then it's your little plastic bag.
I prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Lebowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters.
5'9".
Curly hair, stout build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Look south the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
I think labeling him as alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything yet.
We do know that he was married.
Williams points at the ring in the man's left hand. Flesh around it is swollen and gray.
But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Could have been related to... No. Do you think he was drunk? Point at the bottle.
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the Pox.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Right, conclude.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see 2 options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me.
Yeah, I can't see how this would be criminal.
I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
I still need to decide how I want to solve this case.
No need to rush.
Let's look at the card first. Where's that library card?
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look in the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
We should first decide what to do with the body before taking any other actions. Let's take another look at the body and talk things through.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. A police badge on which
Okay, I already did this. Okay. I'll come back in a second.
a man lies on the boardwalk. He's wearing the leather jacket. Only some.
We should take another look at the library card you found on him.
The man, a bad fall. His expression is height 170 to 175 centimeters.
Let's take a look at the card. I think that's an error.
The library card. Billy is a unisex. Whoever owns this card,
Yeah.
most of the.
We should first decide what to do with.
Okay. I really don't think this is related to the murder. I can't see how.
A man lies on the boardwalk.
What should we do with
From
him?
where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him. We should finish this.
All right. We've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean.
Okay, we're at 2100 hours, which means it's 9 o'clock.
While we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
Okay. That was fun. Whoa, man, what was that? Damn it. Moonshine, probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. Not anymore, dude. You need to get yourself squared away. You're a hot mess. And not hot in the fun way either. Hey, I think bottles. I love bottles. Hey, look at that. More bottles. Oh.
Yes?
What was that going on in my head? Arg. Anyhow. I don't know what it was talking about the music and the thumping. Oh, hang on. Full of holes. The post hides treasure? Look inside. Yes, treasure. Ah, alcohol. Whoa. Why is there all this stuff stashed in these pipes? It's like almost I'm expecting to find like a porn mag in one of them. The days before the internet, you could sometimes find porn in the woods. Not entirely sure why. For your drawbridge, only be lowered from the other side. School of fish huddle along the fence posts. They scatter into the dark. Have I been on the back side of this? No, I haven't. Oh, yeah. Stop canceling me when I need to click on the thing that's happening. Yeah, I know, and I want those memories. I want the good stuff. To your right, a white-bellied cormorant eyes you suspiciously. It's taking a lot of patience to do this. Into the pastel. Someone's trying to bring cheer to the world. Yellow moss in these stones have probably been stolen from someone's garden. That's fine. There's no stealing. Trash from some unending party. Hole screwed in the ice keeps a tent erect. More tribalism markers. This post is covered in little humanoids.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
There we go.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
We are, don't worry.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
I have some questions for you.
I'm listening.
Cold wind blows into the sea. She breathes on her fingers for warmth. What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too.
A music
Not
concrete?
Sure how that will sound.
She scratches her head.
What happened to the old headphones?
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
For?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy
Music
sounds
concrete.
Like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, you're cold.
Then begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Then it backs up. He throws you a glare. Give her your hat.
Thanks.
Whatever. He said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Elysium, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
Who are the boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys. They're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why don't you just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I have some other questions.
Go ahead.
What's your name?
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
Oh, I indeed. Forget it.
Okay.
What's the device you have?
This? It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
She breathes in her freezing fingers. And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Yeah, did he use my wife's name? Or how about my mother?
No. You're welcome.
How does this thing
The
work?
mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Yeah, contact mics are usually put on acoustic instruments. Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What's the Elysium?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals.
Yeah, there might be some. I don't think they look down on the homosexual underground there. The Elysium's not that kind of place. It's cool.
Oh, you completely misunderstood. I might be homosexual myself.
Oh, well, good for you.
Now, the Arno guy you mentioned.
Oh, yeah. I guess even with your modern take on sexuality, you wouldn't be in the Van Eyck demographic.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
Is that some kind of term for the homosexual underground?
I'm not sure, but I have a concrete evidence I rock. I have the form of a record tape player in a totally trashed hotel room. Of course Harry's by. It's my boyfriend. Right next to me.
That's cool.
She's using her fingers. It looks like she doesn't know what to say. Never mind, let's talk about the comic pick, Mike. Actually, that's not my questions.
Okay.
Tell me about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah.
What is it? Anodic dance music.
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Oh, anodes and cathodes. Electronic instruments, like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Kat, I think Kim knows that he's my boyfriend before I knew. He want to turn a club into a church into a club.
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I think it's more of an earlier version of electronic music, since they're talking about like music concrete, which was like a movement back in the 20s and 30s in France, where they were making music out of field recordings and like so on, electronic noise. So like, you know, electronic music pre-Kraftwerk. I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you put a padlock in the church?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
So this isn't yours?
It's Noid's.
Oh, wait, why didn't this Noid person put a padlock in the
To
church
keep
door?
more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
Okay, I will. So it'll probably be my last run for the night.
Go ahead.
Actually, that's up for now. Okay, what kind of clothing could I put on? Oh, yes. That's my empathy. My empathy's crap. But let's go work on our brain. Nope. 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 Where's the one that's giving me stuff for speed? For taking speed? Let's forget this. Let's bring in... Okay. Apricots. Let's go with the Wumpty Dumpty. Let's go. Okay. Oh. There we go. Let's go. Cause some trouble inside.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
Voice system, Lieutenant.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
I should shoot a squeeze in. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Pale nasal sprays. Nosafred Ultra. Cancer filled with water, labeled says distilled. Speaker, big kind of used for live music.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Yarg.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
An egghead. Egg!
Egg! Tape player high above his head continues to blast what's probably hypnotic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Why are you here?
See, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Go to the... Anyways.
Also for talent. Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Well, this is a callback to Eastern European DJ culture. Records, you couldn't get records in most of the Eastern Bloc countries. So what they used to do is, well, you couldn't get records of Western music. So what they used to do is they used to press or etch albums onto the acetate and plastic used for X-rays, and they would ship them back as a way to get in contraband. But what this has to do with is that a lot of DJs in the Eastern Bloc countries DJ'd on tape. They had tape cassettes. You could look up on YouTube, I think his name is Mr. Tape, from the USSR, from the World DJ competition of like 1989, maybe 90, where he's basically DJing with a reel-to-reel tape player.
Place is a shithole. I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. This place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended. Dopeheads! Burnouts!
And he spits in a screw and starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Yeah, I got a bit of a big encyclopedia. I have a big brain for encyclopedia facts. What kitten? The kitten attacking me. Oh, hi. Come here. Cat tax. Yeah, of course it's you. It's the bad one, not the good one. Yes, meow. It'd be nice if he meowed back. I wish I could say he's a good boy, because he's not. I've had to pull all the crystals and embellishments out of the lamp or the overhead light over the dining table because he was jumping and knocking him down.
Strike that! The world!
World.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those
Kitty cat's happy.
and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What do you mean spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community
Happy
centre
kitty.
and a place of spiritual refuge.
Such a happy kitty.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
Claps his hands together enthusiastically.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Estelle told me Noid put the padlock in the door. Why?
Oh, so you met her? Good. I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they didn't starve to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Yeah. 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Action speed. Be the cool cop. Catch the keys and flies towards you.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Thanks, man.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
All right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are the people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
And better safe than sorry. Anything more you can tell me?
Yes. There's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Oh no. Oh no, it's the crypto guys. Oh no.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What about something that was watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human? As in a ghost? Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, Like a crab.
Like a spider?
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Are you sure it's a crab, man?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
Yes.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid
Okay,
about that.
go.
I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Uh-huh. How can you share through burnouts and dopeheads if you've never even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Well, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers. This is technology. Tell me more about this machinery.
You should talk to Noid about that.
Okay.
I
Talk about
just
something
wanna be
else.
sure. What?
Mention some kind of Ecclesiastes own the church.
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
I don't even know what the founding party
Come
is.
to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club at their church.
You're totally wrong about that.
He shakes his head.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He finally shakes a tape player, see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Unity.
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Turns the volume up and looks at you with a knowing nod. It's obvious you'll now break the dance.
The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
This love can be pretty hardcore.
It can. He's coming around. You're getting it.
No words, enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
Understands Lane to suggest otherwise, and anotic music is about love.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to
do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in hand,
I
provingly
didn't
so.
want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Why ask for the tent full of equipment?
Yes. What?
See, you've brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
Distilled too.
Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What's up with all the
The
Nosafed?
what now?
Nosafed Ultra.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter, can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Can I have some? I have some of those problems too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Hate to tell you, it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
So smell either.
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
It's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry
He
detergent.
sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share.
Distilled water. Yes, they're making meth. This Rise Derby motherfucker's a bit much.
However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
Because of a druggie. Huge.
Enthusiastically, no doubt, a little relieved. A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
Speed Freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. Before that, I have a reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
I was good enough for this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Euphrator. Could have been captain, imagine that.
What happened?
I did. I happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
Now, obviously, it might have well been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young Speed Freak is silent.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing
I
drugs.
have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points at the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where's his friend? Did you lose his friend? Oh, sorry. You have no headphones. Wouldn't SL need your headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug
I'm
ingredients.
sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend, the speaker?
What do you mean friend?
The other speaker, you only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
Notice the fed here is this active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
Distilled water. Cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Ether in the air. It's polar solvent, a useful solvent, good for getting an acting agent out of solution.
Make up your mind. First is the sweat, then it's the ether.
No need for me to pile anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
Come on, that's...
Against the law?
I meant to say, not true.
You're sober. Was it that hard for you to keep sober for this meeting?
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
We do. Bottom line is I know.
What exactly is it you know?
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
First you tell me what's really going on, we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you all off to the pen.
Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
And why do you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
Not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for the music.
Yeah!
His teeth beam in the floodlight.
I knew it.
The would-be leader drops his spiked head between his knees.
It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
There was never going to be a club in there?
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs.
He raises his head from between his
We'll do a
knees.
straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
That's all for
As
now.
always, we'll be right here.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
Encyclopedia passive give 10 XP. Oh my god. And 2 real? I can just, every time my brain goes off and gives me a fact, I get $2 and 10 experience. That seems unbalanced. I'll keep it though. Jesus. I mean, look at my encyclopedia. 5. For a total of 7. Sorry, 5. 4 plus 1. My real bonuses are down here. But wow. I need to think technical. Jeez. I'm gonna be rolling in money. Okay, let's finish this conversation. I got a few more minutes.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshy tape player, nodding along to the music.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
He'll say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
All right.
Here comes the night!
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think? The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
Tequila sunset.
This is hardcore.
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say.
Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary behind the Whirling in Rags
Good
Hotel.
morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yeko Kata, the place to be!
I don't think this really has anything to do with
It's
the
the
case.
message, so listen and you will see. No illusion. The spirit is what you feel.
It's the verbal maze.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin Solstice shows through the holes in Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
Good to talk to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a
Sine
reading.
wave. He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness. Need to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Why are you called Nanoid?
Hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
Here's a swing car widget. I don't know what that means.
See that? Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
Tell me what the machines you saw in the
Weird
church.
Stuff. Specialized. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachol's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
Don't be too hard, Samara. They're all alone in the world. Half of what we know about them is just
I
propaganda.
know, man. I was just talking about the aesthetic.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched.
Yeah, that's to give you a
You can still
tip
do sick
if you
shit
weren't
with it,
getting
though.
if you weren't getting that it's the cryptozoologist. I think it really exists.
Most of it doesn't exist, but there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Saw a sticker in the padlock. Can you tell me anything about
The
it?
sticker? You mean the yellow one?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Okay, it's a yellow circle with a human face, with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead.
What did you want to know?
What makes this sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Seems awesome.
It is.
Was I right? Is the good guy smiling?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Why do you think so?
We're all the same. Same eyes, same smiles, same death.
So what does it mean?
We defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I'm thinking the smiling dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care.
Yeah, that interpretation holds.
Leads us to the subject for
I
now.
guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? The sign's right now?
Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. You heard me.
Maybe I'll come back later. Okay, let's go talk to her real quick, and now we'll wrap it up. Ooh, it is late. What are you doing out here?
The shaggy-haired girl kneels.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say, gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
You know, just told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
Where is it? Kitten's playing with something. No point telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
It's not especially frightening.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me, right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
What does this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling me. What did he look
He
like?
looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
Uh-huh. You're wrong, I do believe
Why?
you. Seems too ludicrous for... What would you stand to gain?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
The associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I guess you knew the plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
Lieutenant looks at the ocean, squinting his eyes.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I
Been
tried
there.
to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care, I'm local. I just wanted you to know I know about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with the dance club plans. No drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates?
Those are chill
I haven't got much to
fingers.
say about them.
What you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
But you, tell me about yourself.
I'm a silver bird.
Okay, I'll ask more later about
Don't
this.
know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
8%. Actually, that's all for now. Okay. Let's keep going into OT here, but what can I do with my clothing? See if I can get some empathy on. Oh, I lost my hat. I forgot. Okay. Put that on. There's not enough empathy things I can put on.
hello again.
17%. Nah. We'll leave it there. Okay, everyone. Thanks for coming out and watching. Thanks, Hippie, for stopping by. Thanks, Vanna, Kat, Equus, anybody else who may be silently watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to the King Mob and AS and Disco Elysium ASMR Hour. Everybody have a nice holiday, no matter what you're celebrating. And hopefully I'll have a run in next week before the new year. But if I don't see you then, please have a happy new year. And if I don't see you, I'll see you in 2023. Whew, 2023. Where are my flying cars? Where's my space stations? And don't any of you dare say Elon Musk is going to get into us, because he ain't. Big love. Everybody have a good night. Make good decisions. Soon trademark. Yes, it's all been trademarked. Forever and ever. Amen. Where's my jetpack? Where's my... I mean, at least I got a pocket microcomputer. Something to be said about that. Anyways, everybody have a nice holiday. Make some good decisions. Maybe before the new year, make some bad decisions too. Just not too bad. Don't be hairy. Don't be hairy. Night, everyone.